down my directly, but I'm not going to get that up. Really? Now there's going to have to smoke a little salt. Old Bessie works pretty well, you know.
wonder. We'll be fine. But Ed's not here either, so, you know. I have 2 kids.
Chop, chop, chop. Good to go? Need to move the flower, move the flower. Not a big deal.
Well, those who are here, we are calling the meeting of 2018 St. Peter Church to order.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, everyone. Announcements this morning in the bulletin, of course, our Special Mission Sunday. Don't forget about that, coming up on February 18th, and we will have a potluck after the service here for Dana and Brian. The newsletter, Judy needs any articles to her by February 22nd. And, of course, today is our annual meeting. The youth event is they're going to do a bingo at Cedar Landing on February 25th from 1:30 to 2:30. Cool. Anybody else want to join that? They certainly can, too. Most definitely. Are there any other announcements this morning? Okay, then let's stand for the call to worship, please. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. The one who sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people. Our first hymn this morning is number 538, Now I Belong to Jesus. Like I said, you're going to get the one-handed version, and if I goof up, keep going, okay? I'm just going to give a little intro here, okay? Okay.
Salvation, lifting me up from sorrow and shame. Now I belong to Him. Now I belong to Jesus. Jesus belongs to me, not for the years of time alone, but for eternity. Joyful to my soul, for Jesus has saved me, freed me from sin that long had enslaved me. His precious blood He gave to redeem. Now I belong to Him. Now I belong to Jesus. Jesus belongs to me, not for the years of time alone, but for eternity. take a minute to greet one another today. Morning.
It's pretty going.
Yes, it was. Yeah, sure. Hey, do we have any kids today? Wow, does anybody remember what our story has been about the last couple of weeks? Yeah. Okay, the missionary's brother. Do you remember what the missionary's name was? Praying Hyde. His real name is John, but they called him Praying Hyde because he prayed a lot. Wouldn't that be a nice nickname for you instead of like some other kind of nicknames they might give you? Sometimes the kids at school give you nicknames that aren't so wonderful, don't they? Well, we're going to talk a little bit today about the things that they believed in India. You know, we believe in things because, you know, our parents and grandparents bring us to church, so we learn about that. But, of course, in India, they had some different beliefs. And today we're going to learn about this fellow here, whose name is Ganesh. Ganesh is actually an idol that they worshipped in India. They worshipped idols in India because, you know, that's the way they were brought up, and that's what they believe. And what is different about this idol? What do you see that's different? Yeah.
These forearms and elephant's head and...
Yeah. It is weird, if you can see that. You know, one of the things about having 4 arms is they thought, well, if he has more arms, he can help me better, right? Because, you know, 2 arms. Sometimes when you're carrying groceries in or something, you always think, if only I had another set of arms, right? But he's got 4 arms, and notice he's got an apron on there on his trunk. That's the way they always put an apron over his trunk. And they worshipped him and believed that he could help them. They thought he could help them whenever they went on a journey. They thought he would give them wisdom and make them wise. And often they would give him sweets, and they would put like candy and sweet things down before him. Now, we only worship one God, right? We believe there's one God who made everything, but they believed there were a whole bunch of different gods. And so this is one of the gods that they worship. What do you think happened when they just put the food down there? Did he ever eat it? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And he didn't eat it, of course, and there were other gods that they gave food to. And one of the problems they had in India was these. What's that? Yeah, rodents, in particular a rat. Now, how many of you like rats? Any of you? You don't have a pet rat? No. Why not? You know, in India, they believe that the gods like to ride on the backs of rats, so they would not kill rats. And, of course, that meant that rats were everywhere. And, of course, if you're leaving, like, all this food in the temple,